So I was sitting here and I was thinking yesterday that although I'm really excited about this whole new thing that I want to do with the video updates for my blog and everything like that, I'm thinking that I might not be interesting enough to pull this off. Like I might, but then I might not, and we'll see. But I'm hoping that I am. I'm hoping that you find me interesting. I mean, if you're watching this one and you thought the first one was interesting, then you're probably gonna think this one's interesting. A lot of the same people are involved. It's the same venue. There are a lot of similarities between this one and the last one. It's located on the same channel. Look at that. Look at all the things that these two are going to have in common, and you haven't even seen this one yet, and you know that much. So I was thinking about how I didn't really have anything to say or do for you guys until Thursday. I might not have anything really interesting to say because that's my first unofficial day, and then I'll have some stories about that, have some stories about meeting customers, really nice customers that made my day, the walk to and from work, stuff like that. But for right now, I really don't have anything. So I thought that I would do some background, but I'm not really sure if I want to at this point because I feel like I should be giving you new information, but I want this to be more centric on, more focused on who I am now instead of who I was in the past. And I got that idea from Sex in the City. Whoa. It's not always behind me, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Also, not all of these are going to be Sex in the City related. That was just a coincidence that was what made me think about the blog in the first place. That wasn't because, like, I'm crazy. I mean, I am crazy about the show. I promise I'm working on the idea streamlining thing. It's not going well, but I will work on it. Also, I think I'm going to start needing to talk slower because editing this is becoming really, really difficult because I keep finishing one thought and getting into a whole different ridiculous one, and I don't have enough time to separate it in the middle, so there's going to be a lot of cuts where I'm like, and then right into something else. This shirt is not cooperating in the video making. So, 10 things about me or my apartment or things that I own. I'm going to try and do this kind of fast because I see that I have wasted about 3 minutes of your time and I didn't really give you any new information. So, 1, all of my furniture is, my entire apartment really is furnished by either IKEA, Urban Outfitters, or Target. In referencing my apartment building, I realized that you don't know that my apartment building was actually built in the 1920s as a movie theater. And then it was remodeled in the 1950s to become actual apartments to look more like it is now. It was then updated in the 1970s when it became to look more like it is now. Then they do standard things like refinishing the floors and things like that to keep it fresh. So my life is completely and totally ruled by pop culture references, be it from Chelsea Handler or The Soup, which I saw a couple days ago, or if it's something as far back as Three is Company, Come and Knock on Our Door. When I see 3 people who live together, I start singing that in my head. Or Powerline, that guy from a Goofy movie. Stand out above the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud. 4, I am bilingual a little bit. I speak a little bit of Spanish, and when I don't speak in Spanish, I make up for in English and fluent gay. 5, I suffer from PMS quite regularly. Maybe not monthly, but I have pretty much all of the symptoms except for the bear attracting menstruation. 6, I detest the words moist and slacks. If for some reason I was walking home from work where they're going to make me wear slacks, it's part of the dress code, and it started to rain and my slacks became moist, my insides might explode and come out my nose in strings. 7, I used to work at H&M. Now I work at Banana Republic. I think working at H&M is kind of what got me the job at Banana Republic. It was having the background there, but I'm super excited to start work on Thursday, my first non-official day, but still getting paid for a day in San Francisco. Reminder. Although I tend to withhold a lot of, this is 8. Although I tend to withhold a lot of information once we've become friends, as far as like deep personal secrets, I seem really willing to just share this with random strangers. I realized that while I was making this. 9, I was in elementary school, I was what some might call a gymnast. I wouldn't call myself a gymnast, but some people might call me a gymnast. I don't know. I rocked that balance beam though. And the only talent that remains from this gymnastics period of my life is that I can put my foot on top of my head. Not behind it, but I'm wearing jeans, so that's pretty good, right? And 10, and probably most revealing of all, I once shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. Just a real quick, like, fun fact, I'm not normally that shiny. I took this down. My light that I have that I got at Target is, like, intensity like you would not believe. And for some reason, whenever I do these videos, I look like I have oiled up my face with, like, that body wrestling oil. But I swear that's not what's going on here.